Hello there. So this is a Kandi Stingray tutorial. So to start off, you'll need about 40 beads and like 1.5 feet of string, and then like another string that's about 6 inches. So the first step is to make a star. If you already know how to make a candy star, you can just skip over this, but basically just place 10 beads onto your string and then tie it off. You can just trim the shorter end. And then you just kind of want to push certain beads down so it makes kind of a star shape. Just see what I'm doing. You'll see what I mean when you see how it comes out, like just like that. And to make it all easier, just put the string through the next bead, sticking up. Now, again, we're just continuing to do the rest of the candy star. So you want to do 3 beads, go to the next point up, 3 beads, bring it through the next point sticking up. But there is one, we can do that now, where you want to have 1 black bead, one of your stingray color, and 1 other black bead, and also feed that through. And those are going to be the eyes of the stingray. And then you're just going to continue doing 2 more points of the same color. Make sure you're pulling tight all throughout, and then you are all set. The first part is done. Now for the next part, these are going to be like the little wings. I don't really know what to call them. If you have enough string, you can keep going like this with whatever end you have. But otherwise, if you don't have enough string, you can tie this off here by bringing it down through there. So it's in this little gap right here. And then pull it, and it creates this loop. Bring the string through the loop, pull that tight, and then you can do that one more time. I'm not going to do that yet since I still have enough string left over. But then to tie another string, you kind of wrap it around bottom of the string, tie it on, pull it tight, one more, pull it tight. Can't really show that right now, but I think it's self-explanatory. So for the next part, you want to go through this bead and this bead. Now, depending on which point you put the eyes on, you might have to go through a few more, but just end up sort of where I do in comparison. Now you need to string on 5 beads. And you're going to want to feed it through this point. Pull it tight. And you can pull out this one right here, right in the middle. And that's its little, I don't know what they're called. I want to call them wings. And so now you want to get it over to this side. So we're going to feed it through this bead, this bead, this bead, this bead, this bead, and this bead. Now you're going to want to do the same thing with 5 more beads. And this time we're going through this one, this point. You can pull out this bead. Now your stingray has 2 little wing things. Now the final part is the stingray's tail. So I messed up here, but basically you're going to want to tie it off here because you'll need another piece of string to do the tail. So I'll show you how to do the loop again if you don't know how. Bring it down through this little gap. Bring it over so it matches up right where the string is now in that little space between the beads. You want to pull it tight. Pull it as tight as you can so it will tighten everything, since I didn't tie off the star already. And I'm just going to knot this twice. Now I'm going to cut the string. Ta-da! Now, tail. I'm just going to use the same piece of string, and so what you're going to want to do is this little bottom piece right in the middle, one side through, eventually get it through, pull it, so that both of these ends are even coming out of this bead right here. So for the tail, you want 1 bead, put it on your string, and then with the other string, you want to feed it through so it's going the opposite direction, and then you just pull them up. And you will do this as many times as you want. I use 5 on mine. It can be a little finicky at times, so just bear with it, I suppose. Now is where we're gonna tie it off. We're gonna do the same method of the loop. You can just knot these two together, but then the knot will be visible outside of the bead. So what I'm gonna do is, where this gap is formed in between these two beads on this string, I'm going in there, if it'll let me, thank you. And again, creates that loop. And you're gonna wanna put the string through the loop. And I'm gonna pull these both at the same time, just to make sure it gets even. And then same thing on this side, where we go through this end, or this side, with this piece of string, feed it through, make the loop, pull it tight. And then, because double knots are always going to be safer, or like square knots, whatever you want to call them, I'm going to do this one more time for each. Now you'll notice most of the knot is thankfully hidden by this bead. So now I'm just going to snip the ends off a little bit. And here it is complete.